but it's gonna be confusing, I suppose. By the way, don't forget to share your system audio later on. Ooh, it actually did pick me up. Hello! It is I, Elle-C. Bleep, bleep. Hello. Hi. Hey.
Hello, everyone!
Hello.
Hello, Vinny. Hello, Sid, Neo Phantom, Mid-Tier Guard. Hello, everybody. And LCX is also in chat. And, yeah, no, I thought Kurumi's here now. We are not blessed with Kurumi yet.
He was here. He was here earlier.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Right after Mid-Tier Guard. There is Hestel Bright over Miyabi, aka Kurumi, good gamer. There he is.
Alright.
Right there. In chat right now. Hello, Kurumi.
A wild Kurumi appears. Anyway, hello everybody. This stream is officially, being partially owned by LCX and her beautiful face.
I know, right?
So beautiful.
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 Now, before we begin, I'd like to ask, how does my voice sound right now? Better? Better? Better than last stream, right?
I don't know. I mean, like, I think there might still be an echo, but I think we kind of just decided, like, there's nothing we can do about that.
Alright. Good. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
War has never been so much fun. Oh, got it. Steam Deck compatibility, it's fine. Wait. I didn't
But we
delete
are
it.
reading about more peaceful times today.
Fuck, I didn't delete Narcissu. Narciss. Okay, well, I guess I have to reinstall it now. Shouldn't take too long,
Really?
at least. Yeah,
I wonder
I
why.
didn't delete it.
That's weird. It's weird. Oh well.
Okay.
That's
Elle,
okay,
you should be
though.
able to see, you should be able to see my Steam Deck now on, your screen, right?
Yep, there it goes.
Yeehaw. Alright, did you want to read the next chapter, or should I?
Let's see, okay, I guess I should, right? Just,
Yeah,
sit
okay.
back for a while, because, it was your turn last time.
Was it? I don't remember. Wait, shouldn't there have been sound
No,
at
no,
this
it
point?
was my turn. It was my turn last time. I forgot. So,
Okay,
you
I'll
should
go.
first. There we go.
Wait.
Just go to start. Yes.
Start. No, I want load, right? Wait.
No,
Hold on.
no, just go to start. Just go to start, really.
Oh, shit.
It's
I
fine.
hope it didn't, like, delete my save, too. That would suck. So why is it not working?
It's alright.
Oh.
We will speedrun.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, by the way, afterwards, I should do my speed run. Actually, I don't know. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Let's see how, like, ballsy I feel, at the end of all of this. I didn't set up a clock for that shit. Never mind. There's probably, like, a website or something I can do. Oh, fuck. Wait.
Oh, so it didn't save. Oh well. Just go back. Try to,
Oh, yeah. Let me try load, first of all.
yeah. This is side second.
Oh, this is
No,
second?
this is side seconding.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. That'll be why.
That's why. Click on the blue one when you start.
I'm doing all of this with the keyboard control, by the way, so... Whatever.
Oh, no. Exit the game.
Because when I tried this, the mouse didn't work.
Eh? That's weird. Worst case scenario, you can
Wait,
just
that
use your
put out the
PC or
entire
something.
thing. Whatever.
Right. That's right. That's what you want to do. Start.
Okay. Let me see notes. Is that gonna work? Or load,
No,
I
no,
mean.
no. Just,
Load.
just go to start. No. Just go to start.
Okay.
And start Narcissus 1. Your save should still be there. Start the blue one, not the white one. Go for the blue one. That one. That's the one you want.
Okay, I'm selecting the right one.
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I think it deleted my save. Cool. Wait, since I was a child, I was on the healthy... Okay, never mind.
Alright, just, escape.
Escape? Okay.
Yeah. Why is it still side second? Try return to title. Let's see if it's side second or Narcissus 1. This is side second. Look at that. See? It's,
So...
Start.
Okay.
Choose the blue one.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that one. That, you... Choose a blue one. The one to the left.
Hang on.
Should be the one to the left.
Is that...
Yes, that one. Yes, that is part 1. Right. Doesn't matter if it's moist or unmoist. It's really like this. Oh, you could just skip everything.
Is this still... Hang on.
I think this is part 1.
Okay.
Hold down control. Hold down controller. We were at chapter 6, I believe.
Oh wow, this goes by real. Oh no, wait, no, it didn't
Yeah.
save.
Go to chapter 2 and, you know, speedrun it.
I found the pro gamer
Speedrun
strats.
super fast.
Where's my summoning salt video?
Faster than Kurumi.
Yeah,
And skip stuff.
I am the ultimate. Wait, there should be sound. What the fuck?
There's no sound?
Not on my TV.
Maybe check your output device.
Well, there's no sound even on my TV. Unless it's just like really.
Check your output device on OBS. You should,
Oh, I think it's just
enable
really
desktop
quiet on my
audio.
Steam Deck.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a.
There we go. I believe we are past that part, chapter 5.
Yeah, I think we did chapter
We were
5.
at.
It's gonna suck if this doesn't have sound.
Chapter 6. Have we finished this one? Not sure. The high sun was just misting over.
Yeah, okay, there's sound on the Steam Deck. Why? Guides, notes.
Were we here?
Load configuration.
Kind of
maybe?
forgot. Music volume, effect volume. Happen.
Oh, well, okay, they're set to like. I guess set them to max maybe.
Just around 60 to 50%. Set the music volume higher, maybe. That's softer.
Wait, yeah, hang on. That's weird. I pressed enter and it went. I pressed enter and it went softer.
Yeah. Maybe you should go to the side of it. Go to the right side.
Yeah, I'm trying to do.
There's a button on. There's a button on the right side.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, yeah. Go down.
Again, mouse. I don't think.
More.
I could try
More?
mouse.
One more. There. Oh, you went back to.
Oh wait, shit. Oh, I see. Yeah, got it.
There you go.
I see how it works.
There you go. GG!
Clap hands.
Yay!
Good for you.
I got my own stuff.
Yeah, full screen. Autoplay speed. Oh, I can make it faster. Oh, that'll be new speed strats discovered. I'm probably not going to
That's
actually
for
use this
autoplay.
again because we got to it. But...
That's for autoplay, though.
Oh, that's not for. Okay. shit, I still can't get the sound work. Okay, whatever. You'll be able to hear my voice. It'll be fine. You'll live.
Yeah.
When that high sun was just misting over, the silver coupe continued to run along the expressway. Soon we would be at the Katsanugwa parking area. Moving slower, we drove to what could be called a slow resting place. A slow resting pace.
Wait! You know, big part of the experience is really the music.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure can you play other types of audio?
Yeah, I can, like, if I go into...
Oh yeah, it does. Maybe just, exit the game and, play it again. Might be just glitch.
I'll try, but, like, it wasn't playing sound.
Just exit the game entirely, like, restart it. Worth a try.
Yeah.
Does it have sound now?
No.
Nope. Alright.
I think there's just...
Wonder what's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, when it installed, I think it might have just...
You could just use your PC, you know, to, play this game.
Yeah, that's true. I
Maybe
guess I could do that.
work better.
Okay.
It is kind of small for a Steam Deck, anyway.
Yeah, but I don't have it installed, and I'd have to log into Steam on my PC, and I don't even remember how to...
It's fast.
Okay.
I mean, it goes by pretty fast. Like, installing it, takes me, I don't know, a minute? Or so.
Hey.
I mean, you don't log into Steam on your PC, automatically?
I don't know. I don't usually use Steam on the PC, so it might not.
Oh, okay. Mine is just logged in all the time.
That too. Angle my entire life.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ha! Ah! What is that?
Noise. Anybody saying anything interesting in chat? I can't really read it right now.
Nope.
Okay.
Last message was from Kurumi, who says, "It's Itsumi the lolly."
Yes.
That's
Okay. And... See if Steam logs in. If it's gonna play nice.
yes.
Oh, is it loading? Oh, it's loading in big picture mode, I think. Okay.
Big picture.
Big picture. That could be a problem because I don't know if OBS is gonna capture big picture mode.
It can just window capture the game, I think. It's easy to do that. It's very
Oh, yeah, true.
lightweight.
MAME.
Program.
Okay, it's
Or you can just display capture it and, adjust it. Technical difficulties is the name of the game.
okay. Yeah, install there. I did find I was messing around with a Steam Deck the other day and I found out how you can link to a different directory. So like in my I have it's kind of hard to explain. Like I have a I have like a folder set for my Steam for EMU Deck, and I can link to my external hard drive so I can like have access to my full main library and shit like that. Okay, play.
Oh, I was just checking our previous stream. Yes, chapter 6 is where you
Good.
should start. Indeed. This should make it much easier, by the way.
Okay.
By the way, that girl on your background, that's not Tatsumi. I don't know who that is.
Ah, well, cool. That's another thing I can mess with. Okay. That's there, but it's small, so I need to...
Just make it bigger. It's all good.
I'm just gonna full screen it. Oh, I
You can
need
just
to.
make it bigger manually too,
Oh, yeah, that's true. I can just do that.
later. Oh, did he make it full screen? It's already nice and big. He's covering you though.
Yeah, I see that.
You're now headless.
I should just do the entire stream like that. That'd be cool. Wait.
Oh no! Now we're both headless. Nice.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I see what I did. I've been a fool. There we go.
There we go. Much better.
And actually, mouse control should work this time.
I think it actually saved your progress this time too.
I
Let's see.
would not think it would. I would not know how that would work.
It's Steam.
Yeah, but I don't know if I have... Okay, never mind, it doesn't. Oh, well, sound works.
Good.
Let me see.
Well,
It's...
just skip to chapter 6.
Okay. Well, first I want to do something.
Skip to chapter 6. Yeah.
I want to go to config, and I want to...
Oh, that's autoplay. It doesn't affect anything.
Oh, well, the sound config is, like, set to a different default. No, I want to... Where's the... What the hell? I thought it had, like, an option for, like...
Hello, Scottman. Welcome to the stream. Just us setting things up.
Footnote? I didn't see any footnotes in,
Oh yes, Scottman
Oh,
says
just spit.
congratulations on 500 subs.
Thank you.
Hooray!
Yeah, that's true. You have your own GG, thing. Full screen,
Yes.
and...
I got everything.
Okay, I think now it should be... Oh, no, now it's... There we go. Fuck yeah, touchdown.
What's that? It's showing Steam, by the way.
Shit. Okay, never mind. I guess I can't do full screen.
You can't?
I guess that doesn't capture.
Strange. Oh, it can't be captured. So you can just do display capture.
Yeah, whatever. I got... There. It's back to window.
There.
I need to move that up,
That's
though.
okay. Right. That works. Now just skip to chapter 6. Hello, Katsu. Welcome. We skipping to chapter 6.
Whee!
Speed run. It's a speed run.
This seems like it's not going as fast as, Yeah, it's not going as fast as it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
it's all good.
Chapter 2, yeah.
Just hold down control, and it goes fast.
Maybe because, like, my Steam Deck is, like, 10 times more powerful than this fucking potato.
Probably. I mean, it can even play some AAA titles.
Yeah, like, I was playing, like, Final Fantasy VII. I haven't streamed it yet, but I was playing the, Tomb Raider remake. That
one's old, though.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, either way, I was able to run at full settings. I was able to run Ukulele at full settings, which, yeah, probably isn't a graphical powerhouse, but I could do it. Like, any game that I've tried, I could run at full settings.
Tomb Raider reboot is, what is it again? It is a AAA title, but it's more than 10 years old at this point.
Reboot?
Reboot, remake. You know, the new Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did play Final Fantasy VII Remake. That one's pretty new.
Yeah. It's like only 3. No,
Yeah, a couple
2
years old.
years.
I think it came out, like, right before the pandemic, right? That's
I
chapter
think it was
5.
during the pandemic.
Was it? Oh, yeah, it might have been. Because I remember it was, like, Final Fantasy VII, and there was, like, some other really big game that came out the exact same, like, either same day or, like, same week. I can't remember.
Alright. And now we are almost to,
Yay!
there we go.
We did
Now
it.
you can start reading.
I win.
I shall keep quiet. You will meet
When the high sun was just misting over, the silver coupe continued to run along the expressway. Soon, we would be at the Katanua parking area. Moving down, we drove in what could be called a slow resting pace. Say, you want a cake? Or you want to take a break next? What's wrong? Looks like I'm a bit tired. I see. It wasn't too surprising. Just before he had been had been so excited. And originally, we were even more sick than ordinary sick people. So it was probably normal. It was probably natural.
Your mouse cursor is in the way of it. Yeah.
Actually, I should be able to hide that. Give me a second. Capture cursor. Fuck no. There we go. Well, I'll go buy you something. Alright. I'll go buy them quick. I closed the door with a slam. Over in a nearby drop to a nearby shop, I bought things that weren't too different from what I would buy at a convenience store. Here, a Picari Miguri? What is that? That and also the fries. Then those were the words of her reply, but the girl just took them and didn't move to eat. Even though normally, she would have started eating the fries first. You alright? Is it that you're starting to feel bad? My medicine has run out, is all. I see. Her medicine ran out. That was something I had feared. Well, no. It was something that could easily be managed from the moment we left the hospital. Of course, I hadn't forgotten about it on purpose. Up until now, I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't even the sense to think about it. Since when? When did the medicine run out? Last night? Then it's almost been an entire day. In my case, I had been told by the doctors that 2 days without taking any was my limit. Most likely, the girl's case was similar. Now that I thought about it, since the day that we left the hospital, 8 days had already passed. The amount of medicine that we carried on hand, I could have seen that sooner or later. It would wind up like this. Right now, what should I do? Say, don't like the 7th floor. I don't like the 7th floor. Ah, I know. And you don't want home either, right? Once again, the silver coupe ran on. In the end, I got off the expressway at the next exit. It wasn't that it would help anything, but I wouldn't be able to do anything while on it. This is my favorite song in the game. From the bleak expressway exit, I continued driving towards an urban area. Then I searched, not for a small town doctor, but a large hospital. More precisely, I was looking for the pharmacies that are near large hospitals. To be honest, going to the hospital may have been the best thing. It was a normal sickness. Without any hesitation, I would have done so. Oh, if it were a small... Okay. However, we were residents of the 7th floor. the vinyl identification bracelets wrapped around our wrists were white. And also, we were people who had fled from the 7th floor. While thinking about that, I peered around while gripping the wheel. I was sure that a pharmacy near a large hospital should have most things. Found one. Something on the corner facing a large street was some large university hospital. Right next to it were the signs for 2 or 3 of the pharmacies. Just when I decided I wouldn't be able to find parking, I found an open spot and quickly stopped the car. Hey, let me borrow your medicine bag. With a mystified expression, the girl handed the bag with the medicine over. I took the bag of medicine used in hospital wards and took out the only the paper explaining the medicine. Wouldn't you just take, like, the medicine bottle and, like, that's usually how that works. Okay. With this, it should be fine. Well, I'll be back soon. Leaving her alone in the car, I ran a short distance to the pharmacy. Passing through the stuttering, slow, automatic doors, I came into the store. I headed straight for the corner. Welcome! The person who called out to me was a middle-aged man, wearing white clothes. He really fit the image of a pharmacist. I need this medicine, please. Oh yes! Please wait a moment. With that, the man took the medicine explanation paper I handed over and went into the back. Most likely, instead of dispensing normal medicine, this place dispensed medicine from hospitals. When I went to an outpatient hospital before, I remembered going into a place like this just to get medicine. Obviously, it was built right next to the hospital, and I thought that most medicines would probably be gathered here. Sorry for the wait. It comes out to this much. Eventually the man returned. In his hand were clear bags with capsules of medicine. He was carrying 2 bundles of them. With that much, it was probably alright for a while. At a glance, there was probably 1 week's worth. And then, as I was taking out my wallet... before that, may I have your prescription? Prescription? I'm talking about the prescription for the medicine. Those are for clinical use, you see. You received one from the doctor, right? I hadn't expected this. Oh, no, thinking it calmly. The corner items, and you couldn't buy those normally. Is something the matter? Ah, no, I faltered, and the man in white began to lay increasingly suspicious eyes on me. What, huh? Wait, huh? Then, noticing the white bracelet wrapped around my wrist, and the words that were written on it. My name, blood type, and he was trying to read the name of the hospital. My hands moved. Ah! The medicine left on the glass counter. Reflectively, I glanced the whole pile. Hey, wait. The man behind the counter gave me a great shout. Oh, gave a great shout. Good translation. I heard that voice behind me, but I was already running. It was only 5 meters from the shop exit. Unable to gain steady footing, I was stumbling, but even then, I ran out in a daze. And then, coming to the stuttering, slow, automatic door, so I was making to leave the store. At that time... Ah, damn it! Suddenly, for a moment, my awareness turned white? Okay. Good translation. I slammed my head into the edge of the automatic door with enough force that it seemed to have cracked. Oh shit. While shaking my wobbly head, I reached out with my hand and opened the automatic door, which had stopped, partially opened. Then, when I got out of the store, I began running. I hadn't let go of the bags of medicine I had been holding. Ah. Unable to help myself, I was out of breath. And I wound up raising my chin up. It was only a few items. Tens of meters to the car. But it felt awfully long. It didn't seem like anyone was chasing after me, but I didn't even have the luxury of looking back to check. If I were caught, what would happen to her? Alone in the car, she would probably sit there forever, waiting for my return. As I thought about that for some reason, I ran in earlier. While staggering and out of breath, and thinking that this was my full strength, in spite of myself, I felt I was sad. I felt it was sad. I slammed the car door shut behind me. Phew. As if collapsing, I fell into the seat and panted heavily as I tore the car onto the road. Clearly, more so than the other day at the pachinko parlor, I became aware of how much my strength had slipped. And then, checking the rear mirror, I looked like I really had been cut by the glass. A bit of blood was dripping from my forehead. Probably, it's just this much. It'll stop soon. While driving, I tightly pressed some pocket tissues on it. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. But you're bleeding. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. To the girl directing a worried face towards me, I waved my hand, telling her not to worry. And then, with my left hand holding the wheel, I handed her the bundle of medicine. Here, take your medicine. With this, I thought we'd be fine for the moment. At the least, it would probably hold out for a week. But when this runs out, what would happen? It was good that today had been a success by choice, but it was clear that my own strength was declining every day. Originally, we didn't have a goal or place to go, because we had no desires. We had we had no fear of losing anything. But now, things were slightly different. With the birth of purpose, the fear of loss also was born. January 20th. The day cleared up, and that clear, so very high sky that was characteristic of winter spread white. Once again, we went to the expressway. Right away, we left the Suita Junction and were running along the Chupaku Expressway. Chugaku. Hey, what's the next one? From the Kobe Junction, or the Kabe Junction. Oh god, actually a Japanese city I know about. mainly because I've played Snatcher and the place is called Neokabe. Or Neokabe, I actually still don't know how to pronounce that. Got it. The Sanyo Expressway, right?
Kobe.
Huh?
It's Kobe.
Oh, it is Kabe, okay.
Kobe. Exact Kobe.
Kobe.
Exactly as it's spelled.
Okay.
Kobe.
Sanyo Expressway. I wonder which came first, the electronics company or the... Okay. Following the girl's direction, the silver coupe ran. Coming all the way here, the signs doing the way along the way were occasionally showing the words Awagi Shin. Since the day was escaped from the 7th floor. Since the day we escaped from the 7th floor, the auto center had already passed 900 kilometers. Oh, odometer, what am I thinking? It seemed unthinkable that we had gone so far. But considering our destination, it was just a short distance. Then, what appeared before us was a large bridge. This is the Awagi Kaliko Bridge. It was an amazing bridge. It's an amazing bridge, isn't it? The two of us couldn't help but be impressed. It was as if we ran atop the sea forever. Then, after we drove for a while, right in the middle of the bridge, here and there, cars were stopped, and people could be seen. Most likely, those were tourists who got out of their cars to take commemorative photos. Intimidating those people. Imitating those people, I pulled the car to a shop along the side of the road. Stopping is prohibited here. Well, it's just for a bit. It'll probably be fine. Besides, from what we've seen, a number of other cars had stopped in the same way. Dumbass, you're gonna get towed. Come now, let's go out for a bit and have a look. I'm sure it's got an amazing view. Your ass is gonna get towed. Alright. She sounded a little reluctant still, but the girl got out of the car to join me. A strong, cold wind whistled atop the bridge. It's colder than you'd think, isn't it? Since normally we wouldn't come out of the car, we felt it all we felt it all the more. So, in contrast to us, further down, there were two people that seemed to be a couple. It looks like they were taking commemorative photos and raising happy voices that even we could hear. Looking around closer, other than those two, there were families and groups also taking pictures. A commemorative photo, eh? Certainly for a place like this. Oh shit. Oh, okay. You can press left to go back. Certainly for a place like this, one was necessary. Speaking of which, what's wrong? Ah, wait a sec. I was certain that there had been a camera before the first time I had searched through the car. I remembered that I had found a cheap disposable camera. Well, it's probably been used then. At this time, from what little I saw, I thought there were a few shots left. Oh, okay. Pulling out the camera, I checked the film. Wonderful. There are still 2 shots left. How would you be able to even know that? I don't think normal people... From what I remember about disposable cameras, you couldn't take out the film. Someone else had to do that for you.
There's a counter on the camera itself.
Oh, there's a Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I've only... Yeah, disposable cameras were, like, just... Like, I think we bought them, like, when I was really little. I think my dad had, like, an actual camera. Like, a pretty good... I think it was, like... What was it? Momoa or something? It was, like, a really good, like, camera for the time.
Yeah, we had Pentax. That was a pretty good one, too.
Was it? Okay, I wouldn't...
Sliding lens reflex.
Yeah, it had... Yeah, like, my dad, like, had a degree in photography, so he, like, took that pretty seriously for a while, and still does. He does, social media advertising, so... sorry for the wait. Look, I'll take one of you. A picture, since we're here after all. No. No, don't say that. Take a pose. Or something for me. As I spoke, I reached the camera pointing it at her. Come now. Try making a bit of happier faces. However, maybe because she was embarrassed, even when she finally faced this way, she had on a sulking expression. Or perhaps, for this girl, this was her trying her best to make a smile. As I thought about that, I'm made ready to shoot the camera when... Excuse me. Could you take a picture of us? Sure. some random couple came up to us with a camera in hand. Okay, ready? Yes, please. Happily, the two hugged shoulders, and the two of us, and the two of them smiled. I placed the two of them in the viewfinder and hit the shutter. The shutter clicked. Thank you very much. Well, in exchange, we'll take a picture of you two. No, I just press here on the camera, right? Faster than my reply, he took my camera. Dick. Actually, it was more like he snatched it. Probably he was being polite, ignoring our hesitance. He quickly reached the camera, reeled the camera. Come now, the two of you get closer together. At those words, I moved my body just a bit closer to the girl. Still looking emotionless as always, the girl next to me also moved just a hint closer. Could you please pose a bit more? Nosily, the boyfriend started adding more requests and looking closer. The guy's girlfriend was also giving us exasperated looks. Thinking there was no helping it, from behind her back, so to her shoulder, I slowly wrapped my arm around her. Ah! It was the best time I touched. It was the first time I touched her body. The feeling of the childish clothes we bought the other day, and the waist-length hair spread through my hands. Looking at the camera, I couldn't see the girl's expression, but maybe she might be wearing that embarrassed, pouting face that she would only show very rarely. Well then, ready? The slumber clicked. The shutter clicked. Perhaps satisfied that they had taken a decent picture, the couple returned to their car. We also turned towards our own car. A girlfriend, eh? Looks like we've been mistaken. Could it be that we looked like it? I said it in just a bit of a joking way. For some reason, it felt fine. And I just wound up committing in that light tone. Well, no. Well, what do you think, Satsumi? What's with that, you're the youngest one, you're the younger one? Even with those words, the same as always, she was facing the window. Her expression was the same, and she didn't even move to look in my direction. But that was... her eyes weren't the ones that always looked far away. I had it being that it was embarrassing, so she was turning her face away. Are they playing something? Looking up at the high sun, that characteristically blue sky spread on and on. From then, we went on just a bit and arrived at the Samoto inter-exchange. Once again, we exited and returned to the normal roads. We finally arrived, haven't we? Since that day when we left the 7th floor, the car's trip meter showed some 900 kilometers. From an unplanned start, we really did make it all the way here. Well, where should we go from here? South. South, got it. Following the girl's direction, I set off. Of course, coming here, even I knew what the place would be. I could see a number of signs for tourists in front of me. However, I followed the navigation. I had a feeling that it would be wrong if I didn't. For some reason, I wanted to do it that way. And... okay.
Alright, it's my turn.
I'm gonna get actually some water. I will be right back.
Alright. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Of course you can. Test. Test. Hello. Am I coming in loud and clear? Or quiet and clear? As long as it's clear. No one else can make me feel colors that you bring. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. LDP's lips there. Mouth. Just moving endlessly. I guess it's picking up the game audio still.
Is it picking up the game on? It should.
I'm talking about your VTuber model.
Oh, is it? Okay, well. Honestly, I kind of like it, like, when I'm doing the... I kind of like when it does that, like, when it's, when it, like... When, like, I play a song with lyrics in it, like, on the, like, the intro, it'll, like, sing along, like, that's kind of cute.
I think what's happening is it's picking up your speakers from your microphone.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying this whole
Probably.
time. Like, I don't think the program is smart enough to discern what different sounds are.
Yeah, it's not. That's why I use headphones.
Yeah, I probably should do that.
Okay,
I should, I wonder if there's a way I could, like...
let's go.
I could probably get, like, a Bluetooth, like, converter and plug that into my TV. Hello, Solid Redfield.
Yes, there's a USB Bluetooth dongle thing.
Yeah, but I plug it into, yeah, but I would want to plug it into the TV. So...
I think most smart TVs will recognize it.
I don't think... Well, I don't have a smart TV. My TV's, like...
Oh.
I
Okay.
don't know, probably, like, at least over 10 years old, maybe, like, almost 15.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Hey,
hello, Carla.
It's older than me. Oh, no.
Yep. KE. I'm just looking back at chat to see who all has been here. I've never modded Solid Redfield.
Yeah. Because he deactivated his previous account. I think.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's why.
That's a new one. Shall we continue? I think this
I
might
suppose.
be close to the last chapter.
Yeah, I think, didn't you say there's 9 chapters, I think? 9 or...
Something like that. I
Yeah,
think.
alright.
Maybe just 8. We'll see.
We'll see.
I think there's 9.
Over 9,000! Anyway.
When that high sun was just misting over. Wait. Are you sure? Wait, that's not. Wait,
Oh, shit. Yeah, I
This is-
clicked the wrong thing.
this is the title. Yeah, this is the
Yeah, we did the
chapter
last
you just
one.
read.
Return to
Try
title.
return to title. That should work.
Oh my god, I never realized how easy this was with a mouse. And also with a keyboard that didn't suck. The keyboard I have, it's like one of those weird, like...
Set it to voice, by the way. It's better with Setsumi's voice.
Okay, but, like, it's in Japanese anyway, so...
It's alright. It sounds much better.
Okay,
Daijobu.
okay
Alright,
there.
there we go. Chapter 7. Slowly, the setting sun dyed everything orange. A deserted beach, a strong cold wind, swaying a pine grove. Driving the car out onto the beach, I turned the driver's seat over to the girl. All right, the clutch. Can you reach it? Can your feet reach it?
大丈夫
It's fine. 大丈夫. Okay then. Next, shift the gear from neutral to second.
知ってるわよ
Yeah, you have to...
I know. Alright, fine, then do what you want.
わかった。
Alright. Sorry. The girl with her short build stretched her foot out as far as she could, while gripping the wheel with a serious expression. Leaning out of the passenger seat, I spoke up. That's great. After that, slowly release the clutch. And then, looking obviously nervous, as expected, the grinding noise was phenomenal. Look, you need to disengage the clutch more quietly. Her words said so, but of course it wasn't something one got skillful at right away. The girl tried her best, chewing on her lip a bit in concentration. Exactly because she would normally show no emotion, her figure seemed charming to me. Hey, I'm about to start feeling sick.
わかってるわよ。
I know. With the muffler slightly broken, the silver coupe was noisy. On the deserted beach, it was as if a howling voice was reverberating. When the sunset had changed into the night sky, and the faltering sea breeze completely changed to being a land breeze. At some point, the face of a large moon hung in the sky. For the most part, it seems you've gotten used to it. Along with that reply, she even shifted into third. Totally used to the clutch now, she was driving around the narrow beach. If that's the case, you could get a license without going to the training center, no?
そうなの。
Really? While I don't have much credibility, it's the words of someone who just got their license after all. By now, there was no meaning for us to get a license. Both of us knew that. We had maps, we had medicine, the muffler was a bit broken and loud, and we even had a silver coupe. But we had no time. Had no future. It was exactly because we knew that I felt it was all the more trying. Well then. Instead, I'll give you mine. As I spoke, I took out my own license from my pocket. This was originally the license that had lost its debut. To me, the proof of the ordinary world that I should have already lost. Here, place of your diploma,
もらっても使う時間
even if I
な
take
さそう
it,
よ。
it doesn't look like I'd have time to use it.
By the way, if
Well,
anybody's
don't hold back.
oh sorry, I was just gonna say if anybody's still in chat, how is Elle's voice as compared to the audio of the game? That might be something I need to configure in Windows, but is it like too loud, too quiet as compared to the game? Whatever. Alright, sorry to interrupt.
Well, don't hold back. I'm more or less the same way after all. The 7th floor that no one had ever escaped. The high ceiling windows that had only opened 15 centimeters. White vinyl bracelets. Where the 3rd time was the last. The girl on her 2nd. I on my 1st. So here, congratulations on graduating.
ありがとう。
Thank you. With a small nod, the girl accepted my license.
Carlos, that sounds good to me. Mind you, I am not a professional. Okay, well, as long as you can hear Elle and the game audio, it's good. Carla streams
With
though,
that,
doesn't she?
She was also licensed. Yes, Carla does stream.
Yeah, I should subscribe to her channel.
Not only coupes, but sedans, even convertibles. She should be able to drive anything that she liked. Surely, she should be able to go to any place that she liked.
I just subscribed to Carla.
After that, we drove for a bit more. We arrived at our destination, the place
you
where
don't stream,
daffodils
okay.
could be seen. It was supposed to be a tourist spot, but perhaps this was a bit away from the area, or perhaps it was the night. No one was in sight. Within the perfect darkness of night, we were waiting for the dawn in the dim car exterior.
明かりつけないの？
Say, you're not going to turn on the light? Ah, the battery seems about dead.
そうだね。
That's right.
Oh, that's
Inside
it.
the car with even the engine off.
That's how you're supposed to say that.
Yep, it's like a yes.
Yeah.
Only the dim light from the dashboard faintly illuminated our profiles. In the tight space of the car, where sound and light faded away, we exchanged very few words as we waited for sunrise. In the lump of laundry that had been tossed to the rear seat, the thick jeans and sweatshirts and towels. We took a number of those and wrapped them around our bodies in place of blankets. Aren't you cold?
うん。
Well, you can come a little closer, you know.
Eh?
Eh? Look, don't hold Speaking to the girl shivering from the cold in the passenger seat, I pointed to my lap. I'm sure that it'd be warmer here.
別に私は平気よ。
Not particularly. I'm fine. As the girl spoke, her body was shivering. Even inside the car, her breaths misted. It was obvious she was putting on a brave face.
それともあなたが寒いから来てほしいの？
Or is it that you're cold, so you want me to come? Well, that's fine too.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do something. I'm just gonna mute myself while you talk. That might
That's what I
improve.
did.
That might improve the audio.
That's what I did when you were reading. I have a volume control.
じゃあわかった。
Then, all right. Then slowly, she came over to my side, hesitatingly curled in my lap. Well, it's a bit warmer, isn't it? The windshield was fogged, totally white from the cold outside. Without white and the dark outside, nothing could be seen outside. But soon, the sun would rise. Surely, at that time, a field of white flowers was spread out. The night was quickly fading. The rising sun was turning the darkness from a faint purple to a pale white. Then, with the dawn, white flowers spread before our eyes. The place that had been only black up until now, white flowers appeared. The two of us couldn't help but get out of the car and gaze at the scene. Amazing.
うん。
Spread before us, countless daffodils. The morning dew caught the morning sun, further enhancing the bright whiteness of the prominent flowers. One could believe that it was a carpet that stretched to the sea. And in that, we exchanged words, our breaths shining the same white. Since that day, the boring television showed the flowers we had come to this place, even though we had no purpose. We managed to come all the way here. These flowers, we can think of them as being the same.
厳密に言っても同じ。
Even strictly speaking, they're the same. I see. That's good. I didn't know the difference between kinds. But that day, the television showed a scene of unbroken, uniform beauty. Compared to that, flowers before our eyes differed in size, as well as how much they bloomed. But without a doubt, they were here.
綺麗。
Beautiful. Indeed. Vague, dull, ordinary. But always cold and merciless to everyone. Reality. In a world filled only with things that couldn't be seen. A world filled with things where even if you stretched out your hand, you couldn't touch. Right now, something that could definitely be touched was before our eyes. Some fragments of those unseen somethings were scattered about. January 31st, Awaji Shima. Rain continued to fall from the solid white January sky. Since then, 2 days have passed, and the whole time we were still in the place. We couldn't go. Hey, are you alright?
多分。
Probably. Her health had taken a turn for the worse. With her lying stretched out in the passenger seat, we barely moved the car and had remained stopped there. She was taking her medicine, but perhaps they weren't effective. Her bad state of health remained constant. However, we were people from the 7th floor. From her original condition, for a girl who was on her second time, to wind up like this wasn't too surprising. Hey, do you want to go back?
あなた、帰りたいの？
Want to go back? Just a little bit.
7階。それとも家？
7th floor? Or home? That's... I didn't know. What I had known was that sooner or later this would happen. And of course, I myself was not too far from it. However, being able to only watch nearby, unable to do anything, is painful. February 2nd, Awajishima. Rain didn't seem like it wanted to stop, and continued falling from the dark night sky. Beyond the windows of the parked car, the shining white daffodils would faintly sway. Say, this is... As I spoke, I pointed at the white flowers beyond the windshield. These were narcissus, weren't they? The daffodils.
ナルシスが語源よ。
The word came from Narcissus. Narcissus. That was a word that I remember hearing before. Until now, I had thought that it had been a familiar word, but... I mean the Narcissus where Narcissus came from.
元が神話だからいろんな説があるんだけどね。
Originally it was a myth, so there are many tellings. And then, the girl started to slowly explain as I wore an admiring expression on my face.
誰からも愛されるナルシス。
The one who is loved by everyone, Narcissus.
妖精のエコーもそんな彼が好きな一人だったの。
The nymph Echo was also one of those who loved him.
でもエコーは相手と同じ言葉しか話せない。
But Echo couldn't say anything but the same words spoken to her. Nothing but the same words?
そう。だからナルシスに
Yes, and so for Narcissus.
先に彼の口から愛してるって言ってもらわないと。
Unless she got him to say, I love you, from his own mouth
エ
first.
コーは自分の気持ちを伝えることができないの。
Echo could not express her own feelings. In a lonely and sad voice, the girl continued to speak. I felt that her gaze, like before, looking at someplace much further away.
でもそんなこと絶対にありえない。
However, that was absolutely impossible.
どんなに夢見て憧れても決して叶うことのないエコーの
No
願い。
matter how much she dreamed, yearned, Echo's wish could never be granted.
最後にはナルシスに呪いをかけてしまうの。
Finally, she wound up placing a curse upon Narcissus. That was the famous falling in love with his own image, reflected in the pool.
そして自分の姿を見続けたナルシスは
And then Narcissus, who continued to gaze at his reflection,
いつしか綺麗な花へと姿を変えてしまうの。
eventually was transformed into a beautiful flower.
それがこの花ナルキッソスの語源よ。
And that was where this flower, the narcissus, drew its name. When the story came to an end, she lightly took a breath. I had been listening and also felt desolate. Echo, who bore a yearning for something that could never be reached, felt as if it were just like us now. Then, what happened to Echo?
いないわ。呪いをかけるときに消えちゃったから。
She's nowhere. From the moment the curse was cast, she disappeared. Disappeared? Then wasn't there no meaning behind it? To go so far as to place a curse, but to get nothing from it. In the end, it just made Narcissus unhappy. Also,
どうかした？
is something wrong? No. But you're different, aren't you?
Eh?
Eh? Well, before, didn't you ask me whether I cursed my own fate, which I couldn't do anything about.
私は諦めているから。
Because I had given up.
時間が止まった私。
The me whose time had stopped. Numerous seasons, white overcast skies, passed without even the need to exchange words with anyone.
いつから私は一人なのだろうか。
When was it that I became alone, I wonder?
目を閉じても世界は消えない。
Even if I close my eyes, the world doesn't disappear. Even if I stopped my ears, the sound of the rain wouldn't stop. I knew that. Neither the bikini swimsuit, the emerald sea, nor the happily smiling photo. I didn't really think I was envious. The world of my closed eyes, even without maps or a car, I could go anywhere. Even if I wasn't being warned by the large scar on my chest, even if this reality were Narcissus and I were Echo.
決して憧れない。呪わない。
I would never yearn, never curse. Even when I was supposed to have decided that. My heart right now swayed. The time that was supposed to have stopped tried to move. Even though, if it did so now, very soon it would end.
傷は
Wounds.
深ければ深いほどそれに比例して治るのも時間がかかる
The
らしい。
deeper they are, it seems that they require a proportionate amount of time to heal.
それならば長い時間をかけてゆっくり離れてしまうともう返し
So,
がつかないのだろうか。
if one had taken a long time, slowly letting go, is it too late to recover?
じゃあ
Then,
22年も生きた私はどうなるのだろう。
what would become of me? Someone who had lived 22 years. Hey, are you alright? Before dawn, stretching my hand out to the passenger seat, I stroked her back. Since then, another 2 days had passed. The medicine that had been losing effectiveness had run out. But it was better than doing nothing. Thinking that, I reached for the car keys, planning on going to a pharmacy. Then, as I was about to switch on the ignition,
いいから
it's fine. I was stopped by a weak voice. At this rate, you're...
どうせもう聞かない。
Either way, they don't work anymore. That may be so, but... Certainly, it was like the girl said. Most likely, with the same medicine, there wouldn't be any effect. But even knowing that, it was painful for me to sit still, unable to do anything. Then, well, let's go somewhere else.
別の場所。
Somewhere else? Yeah, somewhere other than this lonely place. Okay, let's decide on our next destination.
She said lowly. I just wanted to point that out.
Come on, anything will do. Be the navigator again. I was speaking in a bright tone of voice that even I thought it was laughable. Facing that profile looking far away, I continued to speak cheerfully alone. I knew that doing this was useless. At most. How 2 days before the end would turn to 3. Even I knew it was on that level. Come on, say something. There's some place, isn't there?
別に。
Not particularly. I know. Don't you like cars? Want to go on the expressway again?
別に。
Not particularly. Then, well, let's go buy some new clothes. You want them, don't you?
別に。
Not particularly. Not particularly. You... Those final words. Once again, the girl looked out the window. Not looking at the narcissus that spread before her. Like before, looking off somewhere far away. That pouting, embarrassed face she would sometimes show. She wouldn't show it to me anymore. Why are you like that? Always with just not particularly. Just being a little bit forward-facing. What's wrong with that? Before I knew it, I raised my voice. For some reason, I was sad. Even though I was supposed to be unable to have any real sense of reality, my heart ached. The interior of the car returned to silence. Outside of the window were the flowers of January, daffodils, narcissus. In the dark before dawn, their whiteness gently swayed. Farther than the flowers, much, much farther, the girl continued gazing. Only the faint sounds of waves held sway in this place.
前向きになんてなれるわけないじゃないの。
Looking forward, how could I? Eh? Inside the dark car, suddenly she spoke up.
憧れて懸命になって頑張っていつか報われるのならいいけど
To yearn, to be eager, to strive. If someday you would be rewarded, then fine.
でも叶わなかった時にはどうすればいいの
But when it doesn't come true, what should I do?
その時に無理だったねって笑って言えるほど強くない
At
わよ
that time, to say, oh, it wasn't possible, and laugh? I'm not that strong. The girl who had eyes that always looked far away was looking straight at me from the passenger seat.
私にできることは最初から諦めて何も望まずにいて
What I could do was give up from the start, to not wish for anything.
やっぱり無理だったと冷めた目で自分を見ることしかできないのよ
Say, of course it was impossible to look at myself with cold eyes. There was nothing else I could do. For the first time, the girl cried. Even though she almost never showed any emotion. Her small shoulders shook, and her tears flowed.
あの時頑張っていたらもしかしたらって
At that time, if I had tried harder, what if?
自分にとっての最後の言い訳を取っておくしかないのよ
What was to be my final excuses? I could do nothing other than put them aside.
最初から無理だと分かっているんだから
Because I knew from the start that it was impossible.
それぐらいいいじゃないの
Isn't that much allowed? I looked at the dark sky beyond the windshield. The sky before the dawn even showed the face of the moon. I could only hear the occasional sound of waves, the girl's sobbing voice. The girl might feel that she was the same as Echo. Unable to return anything but the same words from herself, she could say nothing. for nothing. See nothing. Could do nothing but give up. So for this girl, refusing both the 7th floor and home was perhaps her first and last act of defiance. It's your turn for, I believe this is the final part.
Yeah, it would kind of have to be. I can't imagine the story going much beyond this point. Just before I go, I just want to say hello to some of the people. Hello, Yash. Hello, Lorenzo. And Sir Jacob. And Katsu. Katsu, by the way, if you guys don't know, is streaming now. He just did his first stream last night. He played Ender Lilies and... what was the other game? Toho, right? Huh?
Toho. Yes.
Yeah, Toho. Tuhu.
Toho!
Remember, if you ever want to piss off a fan, just call it Tuhu. They'll love it.
Toho!
Anyway.
Anyways, please continue. I will mute myself. Bye-bye.
The clear sea of January. Cold wind that pierced the skin. Occasionally, a strong gust would sway the pine grove, and a sound of waves carefully reverberated. Well, there's nothing other than this. I handed over the towel with Chiratsi construction printed on it. It was what we had used to wipe out our bodies down with before. Hey, don't make such a strange face. Alright. Seeming slightly unsatisfied, the girl took the novel. Suddenly saying she wanted a swimsuit. What could I do? In this season, at this place, on top of that, she said she wanted a bikini. Heyo! Go out in style. Doing what I could, what came out of the car when I searched was that white towel that had been in the pile of laundry. Fuck yeah, skinny dipping. And then, waiting for a while, oh, also hello, Cerulean. In that skirt she liked, with the towel from just before stopped around her chest. The girl approved.
どう？
How is it? Well, even if you ask me that,
変じゃない。
it's not strange. Well, probably. Ah, it's probably fine. Totally not strange at all.
わかった。
Alright. Then the girl slowly began walking out to the water's edge. Waves gathered and retreated. Long hair fluttered in the cold sea breeze. From the sky as if delivering the finishing blow. Snow lightly fell. Within all that, the girl held both her shoes in both hands, happily, as if she were splashing around, weakly barefoot at the edge of the water. Say, does it look like it? Maybe so-so. In the cold of the midwinter, our breaths whitely misted. Then I took out the camera that I had taken from the car earlier. That cheap-looking disposable camera had only one more shot. I thought they took 2 pictures. Here. I'll take pictures of you.
They did not take 2 pictures. He was about to take a picture of Setsumi by herself, and then that couple approached them and grabbed the camera.
Yeah, I thought like they took a picture of the boyfriend, and then the boyfriend was gonna take a picture of them.
So the couple wanted them to take a picture with their camera. They
Okay.
have their own camera.
Oh, right. Okay. Whatever.
I shall mute now.
Bye-bye. Eh? I'm sure. It would be more like it that... I'd be more like it that way. As I spoke, I made a show of preparing the camera. Come now. Don't so reserved, okay? Not so reserved, okay? Yes. What? Yeah. The water's edge. The girl seen through the viewfinder. Maybe she was a bit nervous. Or perhaps embarrassed. Her face was more complicated than usual. So could you give me a better pose?
でも
But No buts. Look. There's no... magazine model that would stand like a steak.
わかった。
Alright. Even while still seeming a bit embarrassed in her own way, she tried her best. Shyly putting her hand on her wrist, she threw her free hand out wide. That hand, it searched out towards the clear winter sky. As if it were about to grasp something. Were trying to grab something. Stretched straight towards the sky with the emerald green sea to her back. Well then, one last thing. Smile. Eh? Smile for me. Smile for me, Setsumi.
何よ。年下の
What's with that? You're the younger one. Saying that. Oh, yeah. For the first time, she smiled for me. The girl wearing the skirt she liked with a white bikini smiled for the last time on that disposable camera, smiled with the emerald green sea to her back. It was as if a magazine model were smiling at me. Great! Then next, how about a pose with a bit more movement? I don't think you can take another picture. Happily, like she were having fun, she splashed through the water. The film had already been used up in the camera, but I still continued to take shots. Oh. Oh, you're getting caught up in this, aren't you?
そんなことないわよ。
No such thing. Cheerfully, we talked as if making another attack. The snow fell even harder. And in that, though through the viewfinder of the camera that I had already run out of film, the girl showed a happy face. Even as her small body was thrown about by the wind, she directed her newly recalled smile towards me. Splash! Splash!
それじゃ
Well then. It's already that time. With that answer, like before, the girl started walking towards the sea. Ah, that's right. That license. That's fine. Take it as a memento.
わかった、
All right. While nodding, she put it in her pocket. It was the license that I had once handed to her. Really, it was something that should have already lost its debut. Does lost its debut mean it expired? Okay. Then the girl took off that white vinyl bracelet wrapped around...
Hello. Let's have a discussion about the story after you finish reading. I'd like to answer some of those questions.
Okay, sorry. Then the girl took off the white vinyl bracelet wrapped around her wrist and offered it to me. Are you giving it to me? I am. I see. Then I'll take it as a memento myself. In the same way, I accepted the bracelet and packed it and placed it in my pocket. Then, once again, the girl began walking towards the sea. Facing her back, I threw out my final words. Hey, can I ask you one last thing? One last question? Do you, right now, want me to pull you back? Or instead, you want me to give you your back a push? While the waves splashed at her feet, the girl stopped in place. Her back remained facing me after I asked the question. The strong wind turned the crests, the waves into spray that struck her. Before long, she turned around and...
さあ
Hmm,
どっちだ
which one? I wonder.
よくわからな
I
い
don't really know. Saying that, just one more time, she smiled for me. While being stuck by the spray from the water, even tears welled up as she faced me with a smile. Before those feet had stopped at the water's edge. But this time, they didn't stop. That was why I thought That was her answer.
それじゃあ
Well then,
さよなら
farewell. And so, our journey of 960 kilometers ended. To me, it was 15 days time. To her, it was the end of a 22-year journey. Not that seventh floor, not the seventh floor, not home. Of her own will, she avoided them. In the year 2005, she was one of the estimated 35,000 people who committed suicide. What the? Blood type 0, name Satsumi, 22 years old, female. Vinyl identification bracelet, white. This was everything about the girl. But I knew. In reality, she liked bikini swimsuits, knew more about the roads than a navigation system, and loved cars. She even had a license. She was always without expression and would only rarely face you. But once in a while, she would even make this embarrassed outing face. The Emerald C to her back. As if dancing happily, like a magazine model, she smiled. And yet, on this cheap disposable camera, only a single picture remained of her smile. But even so, even with just one picture, it was the proof of ourselves that we left behind.
Alright. So, oh wait, is there more?
冬の日のこと
No, that is the picture they took.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Got it. So, I guess I'll give my thoughts. Yeah, definitely very well written. It's kind of... I was kind of assuming they were both going to die by the end, which is why I was a little bit surprised that they chose, or at least in this translation, I don't know about the original book, or the original novel, but like in this translation, they kind of decided to make it in first-person perspective from the point of view of the other girl. Because I was assuming they were probably going to both die. Huh?
It's a guy.
Oh, it's a guy.
Look at the picture. Look at that picture there. See that?
Oh, I thought they were both girls. Okay.
It's been established since the start that
Oh, well.
the narrator protagonist is a guy.
Oh, well, then there you go. I think the thing that, like, it was, like, establishing statistics and shit, like, talking about, like, 35,000 people, that kind of, like, grounded it into, like, Shit, is this a real story? Did this actually happen? I don't think so. I think this is all fiction, but...
It's fiction, 100%, but it is based on the experiences of the author from having worked different jobs. And one of those involving a job that actually had a hospital with a 7th floor.
I see.
People fated to die.
This does have author's notes. I think before we, like, end it, I do kind of want to... I don't know how long the author's notes are going to be, but if they aren't, like, too terribly long...
It's very short.
Yeah. If it's pretty short, then I might read those. But, yeah, definitely... You know, definitely a very touching story. I mean... Can you really... You know, like...
Yes?
I will... have a slight, like... I realize this is sort of a debatable topic, but can it really be considered suicide if you were pretty much probably going to die anyway, like maybe even, like, later in the same day? It's like assisted suicide,
because
almost.
you took your own life.
I guess.
Suicide is taking your own life.
Yeah. It's almost like assisted well, I guess it is assisted suicide, quite literally.
Yes. But it's still suicide because you took your own life.
I guess. Yeah, she went out on her own terms, and, you know, like... I think at the end of the day, I don't know, that's something I always think about. Like, if I ever were to... Obviously, I'm... You know, I don't anticipate being in the same situation as her. But... You know, like... If I were to go out, I would want to go out on my own terms, too. Like, you know, I don't want to just, you know, be alone, dying, like, you know, next to a respirator or a heart monitor or whatever in a hospital bed with a whole bunch of people looking sad and depressed. You know, I want to go out doing something that I enjoy doing. You know, like, I'm kind of one of those people that it's like, you know, if you can't enjoy life, why bother living? That's sort of like a personal philosophy of mine. So I guess that's sort of, I kind of admire it in that sense. You know, I think the thing I kind of wonder, and I know you said, like, there's a couple of side stories. I wonder if there is, like, an epilogue that kind of explains, like, what happened to the narrator, because, like they were both, like, terminally ill. Huh?
Yes, there is.
Oh, there is? That would be something
Basically, he dies too.
Well, yeah, I know, I figured that, but I wondered, like, how much longer did he have?
Not much.
Because the courage of doing something you don't enjoy is the enjoyment.
Explain.
By the way, you asked about license that had lost its name. Do you get it now?
Again, is that like a... Like they were... Like, realistically, they were never going to use it, you mean?
Here's the thing. It was established at the start of the story that the narrator protagonist received his license just as he got sick. So he received his license. He got sick. So he says, the license that has lost its name.
Elle's volume isn't as loud. I was scared of that.
He said that he would never ever get to... He thought he would never ever get to use it. That's why he calls it a license. was supposed to have lost his dignity until he
Hold on a
saw
second.
his father.
I want to...
Adjust some settings. Because Cerulean was... Oh my god, now it looks different. What the hell?
That is Narcissus 1. That's correct.
And maybe.
I'll reopen it.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, let me go into notes,
Because I'm going to look at that later. I just wanted to stop the music for a bit so that they could hear you a bit better.
Alright.
Okay. Continue, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I finished explaining it.
Yeah, I
Maybe
understand.
here.
That's better? Okay, good. Also, hello, Cerulean. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I welcomed you before.
Any reactions? Any more reactions to the story?
You know, I think I would... Maybe not, like, immediately, you know, I kind of want this to be, like, a pretty special thing, but, like, at some point I would like to, if nothing else, read Narcissus 2, and definitely I would like to read the side stories, because I would like to see sort of, like, the epilogue of what happens with this guy. Is he able to go out on his own terms? Does somebody find him and take him to a hospital? Something like that.
No, not really. He just returns to the hospital.
The same
And
hospital...
then becomes a patient there again.
The same
Yes.
hospital he started
Becomes
at?
a patient there. Yes. So, if you want that epilogue, it's at the end of Nurse's side second.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I mean, the
I'll, in that case, we'll read that. We'll read that sometime. I assume, like, I don't want to take up, like, all of your Saturdays, and I don't know if I really want to do this. Like... Huh?
it's, very long, by the way.
It's longer than
compared to
this?
part 1. Yes, it's much, much longer. And
Oh,
it's fully
okay.
voiced, too. I suggest turning on the voices, even if you don't understand Japanese. You can, see how it affects the drama. with
Yeah.
Setsumi's voice on, right?
Yeah. So you said Narcissus Second is a prequel, so does it, like, go back? So it, like, elaborates more into Setsumi, basically?
Yes. Yes.
That's
yes,
it.
it does.
That's definitely something I would like to read at some point, for sure. And I mean, you know, I still got it on my hard drive, so we can, you know, we could just read it anytime. What did Katsu say?
Katsu said when Abrian cartoon do what? His own fingers off and went through several unspeakable injuries during his experience. It was he enjoyed the courage and I don't know.
Hey, mid-tier guard!
Oh yeah,
Well,
mid-tier's back. On the afterward,
Welcome back,
I was
I should
right
say.
about the streams. Oh,
Yes. Author's notes afterward.
yeah. Oh, just saying hi. You'll watch the replay at some point. Well, quick before you go, TLDR summary of what I thought of Narcissus. Very good. You know, very well written despite the kind of shaky translation. You know, I can tell like, I could tell through, like, you know, the couple, like, grammatical errors and things like that, that it was, you know, the original source material was really well written. Characters are very well developed. Actually, maybe a little bit, like, you know, there's still a couple of things that I'd like to know, but again, you know, supposedly you learn about that in Narcissus II, so that answers my questions there. Overall, yeah, very well written. You know, clearly the guy who wrote this had a lot of life experience. I really enjoyed it. So if you're still here in chat mid-tier, that's my overall summary of thing.
Katsu said some interesting things in the chat, by the way.
I didn't really understand it. Hang on.
That is what you mean if you don't enjoy life. The point of living is to enjoy the pain of not enjoying.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I guess there's something to be said about that. I don't know. It's just like, you know, I guess, like, from my point of view, it's just like, I don't know. I guess I don't want to get, like, too personal, but, like, I guess, like, my point of view is just like, if you are still living, I feel like you either enjoy life or you're too much of a coward to end it. And I feel like
I agree.
And I don't entirely know where I fall on that spectrum. Probably the latter. Because, like, I often say... I don't want to say this on stream because this is morbid as fuck, but, like... I often say that I don't commit suicide because I'm blind and I know I'd fuck it up. Like, there's no, like, foolproof way of doing it, you know?
It's morbid, but it's amusing.
Yeah.
What did you think of Setsumi's decision?
Hold on, I just want to do something to lighten the mood. I mean, yeah, I think it's realistic, if nothing else. I think that, I mean, honestly, if I were in her situation... Oh, the fucking thing doesn't work anyway. Whatever. If I were in her situation, I would have done the same thing. Like I said, like, I admire her ability. You know, like, suicide... I hate the framing of, you know, suicide being a cowardice act. I don't know. I think, like, if you are making arguably the biggest life decision possible, I don't believe that's cowardice. I think more so it's you have the courage to take that leap and say, there is no point in going on.
You just don't because
Did you feel that...
we all die eventually. Good reason not to be patient.
What?
Did you feel that this was a sad story?
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. I don't think that's in... I don't think that's disputable.
Well, I don't think it was all that sad, to be honest. I found it more uplifting.
I mean, I guess it's bittersweet. In the end, she died doing what she wanted.
Exactly. Now, if you want something that's actually tragic, it's Narcissus side second.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. This story probably had the best, like, the happiest ending it realistically could have.
Yes. Exactly.
I mean, unless, you know, they decided, like, you know, the joke I made, like, last week, like, someone came up, hey, we found a miracle cure, everyone! Like, no. But, like, realistically, like, that's, like, the happiest ending it could have had. And I understand that, but I mean, like, obviously, like, the situation as a whole is depressing, isn't it? Like...
I understand what you mean, yes. Of course, they're both terminally ill, so they are both
it's
going
like...
to die eventually.
You know, it's like,
you know, like... It's like, you know, you're being stabbed, but you're being stabbed by an attractive lady, so it's... You know, at least you got to look at something beautiful before you perished from this mortal existence.
By the way, here's a suggestion. If
Yeah.
you want to end on a high note, the stream, show on YouTube, show Narcissus Side Seconds opening
Okay.
song. Called,
I have a couple things I want to do before I end the stream, though, but I will...
Ignore me, I think.
Huh?
Yeah. Narcissus Side Second opening song. Show it on YouTube. It's safe.
I will,
When you end.
Yeah,
Yes,
I will do that
yes.
when I end. First, let's go to the, Let's look at the author's notes now. Actually, what is... You're... asphyxiating, but you're asphyxiating on wheat smoke. Yeah, exactly. Or, what's that motherfucker? What's that guy from, like, In Excess? Like, he died of an autoerotic asphyxiation. It's like, you know... He died, but he died in ecstasy. In pure sexual ecstasy.
That's exactly what... that's exactly what a succubus does.
I mean... Yeah, pretty much. Except, you know... It's by your own hand. It's not...
Yeah, true.
Like, that guy, like, he had, like, essentially, like, basically, like, a sexual fetish of, like, I think basically, like, suffocating himself to the point of, like, some sort of sexual pleasure, I guess, but he, you know, flew too close to the sun. Anyway. Author's notes!
thank you for playing.
There.
Uh,
Would you like me to read it for you?
sure. Oh, I see how it is. Wait, the concept, okay.
It might be a bit hard to read.
Yeah.
Previously in Narcissu, there was the intent to reduce the amount of information conveyed as much as possible. And this time I kept that notion in the back of my mind. Continue? However, more importantly, I perhaps paid attention to the space between each part. Instead being a game, it might be closer to being a movie. Because of that, voice, autoplay, and full screen were the default settings.
Not for me. The default setting for me was windowed.
I'm sure that those who always use autoplay mode probably felt the least out of place, but it might be a bit difficult for those who prefer to click. Continue. Come to think, Himeko's prologue section was almost completely composed of speech, personally because of how the spaces could be fully expressed. I might have liked the drama CD I had created of it previously. Continue.
Oh, David Carradine? Is that the guy from In Excess? Okay.
Probably. Also, I had set all the BGM to fade out in 3 seconds when stopping. But sometimes it would work and sometimes not. Without much predictability. I wonder why. Continue. Because of this, typos, missing text, and the like, if time permits, I'm hoping to create a patch or addition. If it's alright with you, please download it.
Well, he did.
Speaking of which,
Well, he did, and I didn't download it, so...
it's essentially the same as the voiced one this time. Continue. Translator's note. The aforementioned patch has already been incorporated into this version, but they fudged it up again when they translated it. Okay. Continue.
So wait, so there was there was a revision, but that version was also fucked up. So there were like 3 revisions. They had to like do it a 3rd time. Okay.
No, the author was talking about fixing the typos in the Japanese version.
Oh, okay. So even like the Japanese version had some issues.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
he patched it, but the translators fudged it up again.
Got it.
When translated. The content. Basically, it's the same as last time, except that I did as I please more. Continue. If the players feel that it is interesting, boring, confusing, continue. Whatever they feel it to be, to that person, I believe that is the whole of this work to them. Continue.
Oh my god, they fucked up the author's revisions too? Good.
As the creator, I'm happy if as many people as possible experience the work. There are parts that make them feel something, and even more so. Continue. By the way, the original Narcissus could be considered the bone. This time, Narcissus 2 would be the flesh. It's also a similar relationship to main and supplement. But at the least, I think of Narcissus as being the original. Because of that, if you can, I'd love if you could play both of them. Personally, I recommend the corrected chronology, playing Narcissus 2 before 1, and if going by the original concept of Narcissus, perhaps unvoiced to voice as well.
Oh shit. Well, I should have done that.
From what's mentioned above, I don't believe that there are any true inconsistencies. But there is just one thing that seems like one. Continue. It is how, in the old Narcissus, which is in Narcissus 2's future, Setsumi never once mentions the word Himeko-san. If you could think of that as her simply just not expressing it directly, it would be a great help. Also, as to why I went and created Narcissus 2 to begin with, continue. It wasn't shown in the original Narcissus, but I wanted to show that Setsumi was really also surrounded by cheerful, kind people. Continue. Or perhaps it was because I hoped for it to be that way.
Oh shit.
Okay, that was it, actually.
Okay.
So,
Oh, wow,
regarding
there's a couple. Okay.
regarding religion, I think. Or content too, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Content 2. I suppose what would be called the entertainment value, or maybe the interestingness of this work, is more plain than the previous work. Also the part where despite being on the 7th floor, she's so lively. If you could look past that a bit, that would be helpful. As with praying, I gave my priority to ease of understanding. Moreover, if you looked at it too realistically, it would stray from the intended point, I think. It's a typo. Continue.
Yeah.
There are a number of points that could be improved, but one would be Himeko's voice. The cheerful feel, the somewhat cool older sister feel. They were all a perfect match with my vision.
That's funny that, like, even the author's notes have typos where he's talking about fixing all the typos.
However, in the last scene where she cried, there might have been a bit of oddness. To put it concretely, it was a bit too cute. This was a miss on my part during the recording. My apologies to the sound engineers and Yamase-san. Continue.
Seemed fine to me.
Oh, that's for Narcissus side second.
Oh, okay.
Genres being genres, I was worried that it would become a tearjerker game. Continue. Specifically, I tried to avoid describing the constant deterioration and final death. As much as I could, I tried to make it so that readers wouldn't empathize with the characters, especially Himeko and the girl. Continue? That is not to say that such tearful things are bad. Yes, continue. It was just that aspect came out too strongly. See, if that aspect came out too strongly, then what I really wanted to write, to convey, would become hard to see.
Okay.
I'm sure that someone besides me with much greater skill would have been able to strike a better balance between the two. Really not important, actually. Even though I had approached things with that kind of attitude, if it still seems to be a tearjerker, I apologize. I have still a long way to go. I suppose it was because on receiving comments about the original Narcissus, a surprising number said they cried. So this time, I tried extra hard to make the message and story stand out.
Oh, so this is all related to Narcissus second.
And Narcissus, first. It's for both.
Okay.
It's a bit difficult to put in words, but I did not want to put the readers in a position of being an observer, and yet also not being there. Just as a being that was gazing out, that which was there. Perhaps making them like a god. Continue. About the epilogue. At the most, I wrote the epilogue just as one out of the infinite possibilities.
There's an epilogue?
Yep. I'm sure that at some part of it was a hope that it would be that way. For myself, because I wanted to write those few lines, I had written the main story's 25,000. Oh, it's just 25,000 words, huh? Continue? Okay. So, last part is regarding religion. And those others are just acknowledgements.
Oh,
So no
okay.
need for that. This
So,
should be
I wonder if the epilogue might be in extras. I'll look at that before I end the game, too.
Sure. Just in case, I'd like to make it clear regarding religion. Continue. In this work, I have no intention of being negative of Catholicism. Again, I myself am not a believer, but also not someone that is making any attacks on any religion or denomination.
Did they mention, like, Catholicism at all?
Narcissus side second. Yes.
Maybe that might be a bit more critical religion. I didn't notice anything even, like, addressing it.
In fact, I highly respect the Christian hospitals and all those who are involved with them. In such a world full of misfortunes, when faced with things that people just have no power over, I don't think there's anyone strong enough to truly think, there's no helping it, from their hearts. If such a person were around, wouldn't that person already have gone beyond being a human, to be a Buddha or God? That is why I don't object to the existence of religions nor gods, even if I'm personally not of the faithful. Whether it be a fish's head, Christ's blood, even if it's something that looks ridiculous to outsiders, I believe that to that person, that thing has sacredness to them. I think that to carelessly judge the values of others is unconscionable. I readily agree with that. Do not judge the values of others.
Oh, of course, yeah.
For whom? This is a question that comes up many times in the main story. But just what is the answer? I'm sure that there's a different one for each person, and most likely, everyone is correct. It's just that, from my own thinking, I believe it is for oneself. That is, everything is for none other than ourselves. However, the form that it takes isn't in ourselves. I believe that the thing that is we ourselves is perhaps stored outside of us.
Oh, they
Inside
referenced
of
to an
us.
Emerald Sea earlier, but the picture was... Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yes, it's a minimalistic presentation, so the visuals are just there to help you.
Yeah, like, the visuals didn't really... Honestly, like, the visuals might as well have not even existed. They just kind of existed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Inside of us exists other people who forever live within us. In the same way, I feel exactly because it is in the hearts of others. The thing that is us exists. For whom, and the proof of having lived, I have a feeling that they're that sort of thing.
Alright.
Alright. The rest are acknowledgements and, Japanese website, etc. Alrighty. So, I suggest, looking at the, intro if you're going to end, for Narcissus side second. Intro song. It's
First I
amazing.
want to... Extras. What is this?
Oh!
Tons of-
Oh, I see. It has, like, soundtrack.
Yep.
Is that all this is? Just music?
Oh.
That's for side second. That one is for the first one.
Okay.
So, where's the epilogue, then?
The epilogue should be, at the launcher, I think. The launcher for the 10th anniversary.
Wait. Start,
novel isn't
load,
visual.
notes, extra, and exit.
Yes, that's what you call a minimalist presentation. Sir Jacob. And it works.
And I only see 1 and 2, so maybe it's at the end of 2.
That would be like my only guess.
Yeah. Yes, it is at the end of 2.
Okay.
Yes. The epilogue is at the end of side second, for sure.
So you said Narcissus the Second intro?
Yes, on YouTube. The song, intro song.
Intro song. Alright.
Yeah, play the video too. It's awesome. Really sets the mood right. And you'll see Setsumi more. You'll actually see Setsumi a lot more in side second. Like it's a lot more visual than the first game. It has a lot more professional visuals.
It's visual!
As it's a visual novel.
Oh, that's why they call it that! Alright, it's loading. My computer's being crazy.
So, like...
That's because
Yeah, I'm
probably
doing
the
like...
same artist, Sir Jacob.
Why is it not loading shit? Okay. There we go. Lyrics, no... Okay. I think this might be it.
It does have the same singer, Euphonious, for Clanad.
Huh.
There it is. Yay, no video.
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
Got it.
どんな気持ち抱えてても誰にも届かないなんてまるで私はエコー狭く白い部屋からは同じ景色が見える当たり前だけを望んだささやかな運命でさえ儚いものと知った We needed to fall Be very slow We needed to see just this way 広げた地図の上痩せた指で存在をつなぎ止めて凛と伸びた花は今もきっと空で咲き続け
I dropped the microphone. Give me a second.
Oh no!
祈ること
Talk about anticlimactic.
I'm setting something up. You'll see in a moment.
空の朝
We can look at the comments. I need a stand. It's on a stand. It's just like a tabletop stand. I have thought about like getting like an actual microphone stand that stands up.
I have headphones.
That's true, but this microphone is pretty good, especially now that I incorporated that compressor thing. It should have a lot less, it shouldn't pick up as much background noise. Or a boom arm, that's another idea. I'm not even entirely sure what a boom, does. Does that, like, hang off like a wall or something? Anyway.
Hangs from your desk.
Oh, hangs from the... Oh, that would actually be a pretty good idea. Yeah, like, sort of like a clamp, like, one of those, like, alligator, lamps, something like that. Two hours of chill video game music. Man, I should utilize that somehow. Anyway. Before we go, I made a promise that, for 500, subscribers.
Lenny!
Let me just... Okay. Webcam. I think it's this one.
501. And then there was darkness.
USB. No, that's the internal one. I don't want the... That one sucks. Here we go.
upside down. I will fix that.
Oh no! It's upside down.
Wait, is it?
Actually,
Ah, here we go. Now it's not.
there we go.
I need to adjust the brightness, it looks like.
Spider cam. Is this really on?
You can see my desk and how much of a mess it is.
I see us. Ah!
We will get there in the end, don't worry.
That's
I'm putting in all this effort and it's probably not
that is
even worth
allowed.
it.
How old is that keyboard? Says Sir Jacob.
How old is the keyboard?
Yep.
It's pretty old. It's from my,
Oh no!
thigh
I
reveal.
reveal.
You know, you sent it on like a private picture in your Discord. I'm the only one with the balls to do it live on stream.
What you talking about? Look at my old community posts. I post my legs all over.
Ah, okay. Well then,
I
forget
even
what it is.
show it live. I even show them live.
Oh, you did? Okay, well then
I
fuck
have
whatever I just said.
Very nice. I have very nice legs. No filter required.
You love raised keys. Yeah, it's that keyboard is from God, probably like an old like Power Mac G3 or 4 or something like that. From like it was like from like that weird period of Apple when Steve Jobs just came back and they decided to make everything like super translucent and weird. It was kind of like a style of like the late 90s for a bit. Even the Game Boy Color kind of did that. Like, they had, like, all those, like, translucent color. Actually, the N64 even did that.
My legs are beautiful, I tell ya.
I probably already actually reviewed my thighs in the past, ironically enough, because I did that albino size. Make it a thumbnail image. Okay.
Yeah. Do it. For Paris or something.
Okay. Anyway.
Planning anything special? Anything special for 500 subs?
For Romper, oh, I didn't even really think of that. I figured this was going to be the special thing, but I don't know. I don't really know of like a special thing that I want to do as far as like games go. If you guys have suggestions, how hard was it to
I got nothing.
mount that thing in the back? What are you talking about? You remember?
I
Oh,
think
those
the
old
camera.
Mac Labs.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, my first computer was a Power Mac G4, and I've talked before, like, that's how I started getting into emulation. Like, I could, despite being, like, a computer from, like, the early 2000s, maybe even late 90s, honestly, like, it played SNES, it played Game Boy Advance full speed, it played N64 like shit, but better than you might think. Like, it played,
What? Map?
like a really old Mac. Like, I used, 60force, which was the, which actually really is still kind of like the, gold standard for N64 emulation, because MooPen 64 on Mac, if I remember, had like it's kind of a pain to get up and running. Well, actually, nowadays just use OpenEMU. It's better than all of that. But
Well, I actually use. I had a Pentium 4, 1.7 gigahertz. I used Project 64. It ran basically every N64 game that it could run. It ran full speed.
really? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Project 64 used to be good, and then now it sucks. It used to run full speed. I remember I had it was like 1.2 gigahertz. It ran Windows Vista, and it was a laptop. So like my I guess I can give like my own computer history for a second. So Power Mac G4. Then I had like an old Windows XP machine, Service Pack 1. And then after that, I got a Dell Inspiron 1720, and there's actually a video of it on my channel. I think now my my great aunt has that. Honestly, she might have gotten rid of it too, because it's just a piece of shit. But it ran Windows Vista, and it was my first laptop, and yeah, Windows Vista, even as a kid, I was like, this is garbage. Windows Vista is just as bad. Windows Vista was just as bad as everyone said it was. Do not lie to yourself. It was just as bad.
Who the fudge uses it? I use XP until I upgraded to 7.
Well, my computer came with Vista. I don't know if I even could downgrade it to I didn't even know if I could downgrade to XP. Eventually, I upgraded to Windows 8, which seemed like such a massive improvement. Despite the fact that it also ran like shit, but, you know, that's Windows 8. But, and doing that was, like, really difficult, too. Like, I could, ultimately, Windows 10 came out, and I couldn't even upgrade. Not because of, like, any sort of issue with the, the specs. It was capable of running Windows 10. It had, like, 2 gigs of RAM, 1.2 gigahertz processor, which was more than capable of, running Windows 10. I think, like, the minimum is, like, 512 megs, even, Windows 10 can technically run on. Windows 11 requires, like, insane specs, but... But, like, I couldn't upgrade because of the BIOS. And to this day, and I looked up how to upgrade the BIOS, and I genuinely could not find anything, so I wonder, I'm thinking that might not even be possible. That might not even be possible.
Heard you do gigs of RAM first, really
You
hard.
had to upgrade
DDR3.
To 10 on your previous desktop in order to use your 32 gigs of RAM.
What? Wow, I didn't know Windows 8 was that bad.
I guess it just couldn't utilize that amount of RAM.
Yeah, someone's mowing their fucking lawn outside.
Can't
You were-
actually hear that,
Huh?
so I guess it's fine.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
I can't actually hear that.
Wow, this compressor is doing really well then. It's really loud where I am. Oh god, I should have used that compressor when my parents were doing kitchen work. I assumed that's what Sir Jacob was referencing with the propane and propane accessories.
Maybe I should do that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
it works really well, honestly. Like, especially for you, I think it would be really useful because you often keep your fan on while you stream, and it would cut out a lot of that
AC
noise.
on, fan on.
Huh?
AC on, fan on.
Yeah.
AC on and ceiling fan on overhead. It's hot here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's like it was. Actually, you know what? It's not a lawnmower. It's a snowblower, probably, because yeah, we just had like a massive snowstorm. It snowed earlier in the week, and then yesterday it snowed. Yesterday it snowed, and all of where I work, all of the deliveries got canceled, so we were able to leave at around noon. Where usually I leave at 3:30. I work from 7:30 to 3:30. Hence why I hate waking up early in the weekend. So I'm gonna push off Narcissus 2 for a little while, just so I can have my weekends back for a bit.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
you were
also do something
referencing
like what
to-
I do, by the way. I don't do oral readings of visual novels. I just read them on stream and expect everyone to read along.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If nothing else, it's somebody else who might, not want to read an entire novel, or might just want like something to go to sleep to, or that it may also be vision impaired. If nothing else, maybe they might be able to find the video as well. Probably not, but it's wishful thinking.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
You don't mind reading the narrative? Yeah.
I mean, I did a terrible job at reading, but, whatever. It's live. Do it live! Fuck it! Anyway.
It's alright.
Yeah, so
Wasn't too bad.
I don't think there's going to be anyone live now, right? There usually isn't.
I shall sleep.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably... Oh, Brothers Forge is streaming. We usually don't get to see him because he's usually not streaming at a time that I am. But I can raid him.
Go ahead. Make the raid. Raid Brothers Forge Gaming, everyone! Yay! Thank you for watching. Arigatou dayo.
Oh.
By the way, if you type lolly in my chat,
Good.
you'll hear something interesting.
I'm sure.
You're gonna hear something like,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I recorded it.
I'm glad you did. The world is a better place because you recorded it.
Sono basho wa.
Actually, I'll
Now
close
the
Steam
channel
for
is
this run.
officially not safe for work.
Huh?
Says Sir Jacob. Or home, for that matter.
L's streams just aren't safe for anybody, but we watch them anyway. Anyway,
Imagine Logan was, talking to me, and I suddenly do that, and, somebody is listening.
Yeah, no, like,
In real life.
I've listened to your streams before while I'm eating lunch or something, and my mom will come in, and I'm just like, I just have to tell them it's porn because that would just be easier to explain. No, I'm joking, but Brothers Forge Gaming is actually playing Virtual Highlight for Saturn. A pretty good game, actually.
Right, that's such a bummer. I mean, we don't have
Never heard of that.
Virtual, well, you know about Highlight, right?
So cool.
3D. Yeah, I know.
I feel like it's one of
It's
those
3D, though.
Yeah, this is 3D. This is essentially a 3D remake of the first Highlight game on MSX.
It was just such a
It's pretty interesting. I mean, like, you don't get, it does 3D in a distinctly very Sega Saturn way. where like, you know, it's
That's
like
nice.
you can't actually do 3D models, so you get like Doom style 3D, if that makes sense.
It was like combination. It was like what real.
It looks nice though.
Yeah, it does. Give it a chance at some point. You might like it. Although it is, I mean, it's high glide, so of course it's going to be cryptic as hell. So you might want a guide.
Sure, that's not max ping. 0.5. Says Sir
Yeah,
Jacob.
maybe. Saturn's
Alright, the Saturn had,
VDP2
like,
at
two.
work there. And it's
Like
been,
two, graphics processors, didn't it?
yeah, it's Minecraft
two
before
CPU.
Minecraft. Yeah, with how it generates. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. I forgot. The layouts are also procedurally randomized.
Majesty was cool because it's like you could do that.
I think. I think the game is actually procedurally generated.
Pretty much. And
So it's
put it
also
out in
like
the world.
somewhat of a
Is it
roguelike.
Twisted him around, remember?
Huh?
Like, killing the little dragon.
Is it really moving that slow?
Yes.
Just-
Is it really moving at like a 5 FPS?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's Elder Scrolls 2. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Go raid Brothers Forge Gaming. I guess I'll put the link in the chat one last time because it's been a little while.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me over.
Yeah, thank you for
Bye-bye.
yeah, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for joining all my streams. Thank you for everything. And thank you to everybody who is watching. So just to recap, tomorrow will be a normal episode of Rompori. I do plan on doing a special thing next week. Last one, I think in the future, last stream of the month is going to be a special one.
Okay.
So, and I actually have a couple ideas, and I think I might actually have the community vote on the ideas. So, I'll explain that, more of that at the end of Rompori. Tuesday will, of course, be more Celeste. Thursday will be more Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars remake on Switch. And Friday, Cerulean requested a movie. I can't remember what it was.
And even
I'd have to go back in my Discord and look, but Cerulean has a request. We watched, what did we watch yesterday? Cool World. That was an interesting movie. I'd never actually seen that movie before, and it is very,
that character had guild and stuff.
it's so weird how it's like,
Cool stuff.
it's so weird how it just had like, they I feel like it was like, it started out as like a normal movie, and then just some studio exec was like, horny! I demand horny! Like, that's the vibe.
World of Warcraft.
Anyway, thank you guys, and then, yeah. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you, Cerulean, Sid, LCX, major thank you to LCX, Karumi, KE, K2J, Lorenzo, Mid-Tier Guard, Sir Jacob, Vinny, Ketsu, Carla, Scottman, Solid Redfield, and Yash. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Good night. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.